Learning goals, learning outcomes, and performance objectives. Learning goals, learning outcomes, and performance objectives help lesson designers hone in on the skills and knowledge we want to teach learners. They provide a structural framework for developing activities, assignments, and assessments. Think of the learning goal as the lesson description or topic. Next, the learning outcomes describe in a general way the knowledge and skills learners will have at the completion of the lesson. And finally, the performance objectives describe how learners will demonstrate those new knowledge and skills they have acquired. Let's use a nice bowl of soup as an example. The learning goal is the lesson topic. The goal can be thought of as the type of soup you're cooking. Next, in the same way that ingredients make the soup, learning outcomes help determine what course materials and activities you will use for the lesson. Finally, we can compare the performance objectives to the taste of the soup. Performance objectives are measurable, and it is the taste of the soup that can be measured to decide if it is a successful soup. What do you think? Is this soup too salty? Too spicy? Wonderfully savory? Is it delicious? To illustrate the concept of goals, outcomes, and objectives, let's use an example of a human resources manager who wants to make a computer training room inclusive to employees with disabilities. The manager wants all of her trainers to be sure that the training classrooms are fully accessible and welcoming for employees with disabilities. She wants to develop a training for her staff. She begins with the learning goal. Create an inclusive training room environment. Next, she develops one outcome. Ensure all training room computers are accessible. To support that learning outcome, she creates two performance objectives. The first is that trainers are able to activate the voice recognition feature on the computer so that people with a disability can use a microphone to type with. The second performance objective is that the trainers can demonstrate the use of a trackpad as a mouse replacement. Notice how specific the performance objectives are? Wouldn't it be easy to develop a lesson around teaching someone to activate the computer voice recognition software? Or to create a lesson to demonstrate the use of a trackpad? Performance objectives are based on the learning goal and outcomes. They describe precise behaviors and skills necessary for a learner to demonstrate learning mastery. They're used to develop learning activities and materials and to develop assessments that measure learning. Performance objectives drive the entire instructional design process. During the design phase of the ADDIE process, instructional designers take their time developing and refining the learning goals, the learning outcomes, and performance objectives. These are the foundation of the entire curriculum. Once developed and clearly aligned to each other, goals, outcomes, and objectives can ensure consistency in the learning solution and success in learner achievement.